For the record, I'm done trying to make y'all comfortable. For the record, lab on me going all the way. For the record, ain't trying to link no time to waste. For the record, for the record.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to day 3 of the prep. Weighed in this morning at 173.4 pounds, so a little bit higher than yesterday, but that's all right. Reason for that is I ate most of my calories kind of really late in the day yesterday, so usually when that happens, my morning weigh-in the following day is going to be a lot higher as opposed to when I space them out properly throughout the day. So that's kind of, it fluctuates a little bit, but we're in the right direction. I just got to the gym. I'm in the car right now outside the gym and about to go get a pull workout in. I am tired, so hopefully my pre-workout starts kicking in soon so we can get a good, decent workout in. I got to get it in now, and we got to make the best of it. Let's get going.
Alright guys, starting the workout off strong, we're going to be hitting some pull-ups for 4 sets of 8 to 10 reps. So basically with this, I want you guys going about 1 to 2 reps shy of failure. So for me, I was doing around 8 to 10 reps per set, and then we're going to move on to the next exercise, which is going to be a machine row basically. So this guy is kind of an underhand low row machine. If you don't have this, you can do dumbbell rows or just any kind of other machine row, but we're going to try and target that lower middle back for this movement. Now with this, you can really see that I'm focusing on squeezing my shoulder blades together and letting them stretch out at the bottom. This is a great movement to build that center of your back and the lower width. Now after that, we're going to move into a superset between a close grip cable pull down variation and then a cable pull over. So as you can see here, the big variation with this, or the big difference from traditionally, is I'm keeping my elbows in front of my body through the entire range of motion. What I find this allows me to do is it allows me to better engage and activate my upper lats kind of right below the base, right below my shoulders, kind of right below my delts. I can really feel that section of my lats fire with that variation of a close grip or V grip pull down. Then we move straight into cable pullovers. As you can see here, one big key takeaway with this is you can see I'm leaning into the movement and then I'm squeezing and coming up as I'm stretching and squeezing through the movement. Hopefully that made sense. So superset with that one, we did 4 sets of 10 to 12 reps on the close grip pullover or close grip pull down, and then 4 sets of 10 reps, and then kind of like some forced negatives or forced reps at the end there, as you saw, for like 3 to 5, whatever you feel like doing. After that, moved into one of my favorite exercises for back, and this is a wide grip neutral machine row, or row basically. With this one, you can see I've got those neutral grips where my hands are basically palms facing each other, fairly wide grip. I actually, after this, I found an even wider grip, which I prefer, and I ended up doing about 4 sets of like 12 to 15 reps per set. Great movement there, especially again to build that upper back width. Now once we finished that, we moved into some barbell shrugs. One thing I like to do with my barbell shrugs is I like to vary my hand placement and hand position from set to set. So I'll start out pretty narrow, like almost thumbs touching each other, and then on the next set I'll move them out maybe a hand width or a fist width or 2, and then out again and out again until I finish my sets at almost a snatch grip position. And I find that just helps me hit my traps a little bit harder and a little bit better, as opposed to sticking with one kind of neutral shoulder width grip. Once we finished off with that, then we're going to hit the I cannot talk. Once we finished off with that, then we're going to hit some biceps. So we're going to start off with dumbbell hammer curls. Now with this, I was feeling pretty good on this movement, so I ended up doing 5 sets as opposed to traditional 3 or 4 sets of around 8 to 10 reps per arm, so alternating as you saw. And then after that, we moved into some barbell curls. So you could do this with an actual barbell. However, we have these preloaded barbells, which I like to use. Wasn't going crazy on the weight. I was focusing more on strict form and volume. So I think I was only using like the 40-pound, not even the weight of an actual barbell. And again, just really focusing on that super strict form. You'll notice that I'm locking my elbows at my side. I'm not letting them come up and in front of my chest. Not letting them come up and in front of my chest as much as possible so that I can really focus on those heads of the bicep. Grip width is just outside of shoulder width so that I can activate that longer head of the bicep, which helps build that thickness and density in the bicep. Once we finished that, then I moved into some cable hammer curls. Again, focusing on that long head of the bicep and focusing on our forearms, actually, our brachius. So with this one, I was doing around 4 or 5 sets again, kind of really, that's what I tend to do with most arm exercises. I like going more volume on single exercises as opposed to doing a lot of variation. So I'll do around 4 or 5 sets of almost every single exercise, and I won't do as many exercises typically. So yeah, with the cable hammer curls, 4 sets, around 10 to 12, even up to 15 reps, depending on how I was feeling, and just trying to keep that super strict form as much as possible. Once I finished with that, then the last bicep exercise was a spider curl. So with this one, the best way to perform this is with an easy bar, or you can do it with a barbell if you have to, but I like the position that the easy bar puts my hands and wrists in. And then you're gonna grab a bench and set it to an incline of about 45 degrees, typically what you would do for, say, an incline dumbbell bench or barbell bench. And with that, you're just going to try and keep your elbows to your shoulders, your upper portion of your arm where your bicep is, vertical through the entire range of motion. When you try this movement, start out light because it's going to be a lot harder and more difficult to not swing your arms basically and take all the momentum out of it. So with that one, I did 3 sets of around 10 to 12 reps, or as many as I could possibly get. Just really trying to burn out the biceps before moving into the last exercise, which is a dumbbell lateral raise. So as you saw, hit around 10, 12, even 15 reps for like 4 sets, just trying to get in some extra volume for my shoulders. Hitting them pretty much every upper body day of this prep is my goal so that I can really help build that width on my shoulders. Finish the workout out with just a little bit of posing. As you can see, I definitely need to work on my posing throughout this prep, but overall, really good workout. The pre-workout kicked in pretty hard, and I got a pretty damn good pump, especially right at the end here. So hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one.
Alright, how's it going, everybody? Welcome back. So we are out here. I just wanted to kind of sit down and talk to you guys a little bit about what the whole goal of this series is and kind of what my goals are with this channel and everything. So to start off, this series is mainly intended to document my progress as I diet down for a physique competition in October, specifically the competition Night of Champions in Spokane on October 19th. So we're just over 15 weeks out as of this weekend, as of today, and this is going to be my first competition in like 4 or 5 years. First one that I'm actually going to be taking a little more seriously and knowing what to actually do. First competition I did, it was basically me after like a year and a half, 2 years of starting lifting, and I wanted to see what it was like. Really enjoyed the experience at the time, and I haven't really competed since. Mainly, one, I definitely haven't felt like I've put on enough size to really kind of do anything with it, but I've decided that I don't really care at this point. I want to challenge myself, push myself to the limits, and see what kind of physique I can actually accomplish and see what kind of conditioning I can reach just as a personal goal. So that's my main purpose of this series, is to track that progress. Now, additionally, I'm going to be treating it as a daily vlog of sorts.
And hopefully, just kind of side note, hopefully you guys can hear me. It's a little bit windy out here, and hopefully this kind of fluffy doodad on the mic is cutting down some of that noise, but if not, I am sorry. It's a little bit windy and there's nowhere I can get away from the wind, so you guys will just have to deal with it. But yeah, the other purpose of this is to basically treat it as like a daily vlog of sorts. So I'm going to be going and documenting everything I do on a daily basis, or at least most stuff that I do on a daily basis. And then I'm also going to be doing like tutorials through that and all kinds of stuff, really. So it's not just going to be working out, nutritional information. It's also going to be like reviews, whatever I can think of pretty much on a daily basis. So the big thing with that, though, is that I will not be uploading on a daily basis, mainly because I don't want to necessarily commit to a daily upload schedule, not yet. I might get there someday, but right now I don't want to commit to that just because that's a little bit too intense for my enjoyment. I'm going to start out slow and build upon it from there. But overall, I think it's going to be a fun experience, and I really just want to push myself, kind of get out of my comfort zone. So that's a huge purpose behind this as well, is to basically, I've wanted to do this for a long time, basically like vlogging, doing more videos, more content, things like that, trying to start committing to YouTube on a more full-time basis. And I've decided that I'm just going to start doing it. I'm basically going to jump straight into the deep end, and this is going to be it. So I'm going to be committing to this. I figure 100 days or so is a good test to see how I really enjoy it, how I like it, what I don't like about it, and basically see where I want to take it from there. But overall, that's kind of my idea for this series, where I'm going with it. And yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed so far. Hope you guys will stick with me through this series. And go ahead, and if you guys have watched this far, if you guys have watched this episode, just go ahead and hit that like button for me. Definitely helps out, helps the channel keep growing, and shows me that you guys like this kind of content. But that's going to be it for right now. I'm not sure if I'll end the vlog here. We'll see. I'm going to be at work pretty late tonight, so we'll have to see what happens with work, basically, whether or not I pick this back up. But for now, that's going to be it. So I will see you guys either tomorrow or later tonight.